Hello once again, and here I begin with part 2 of episode number 2 of phase 2. On day 7, we started from our hotel at Rayagada, and our first destination was Ma Jhigriani temple at Rayagada. After that, on way, we first booked our stay at Hotel Lemon Royal at Damanjodi. We noted that hotel on way and found it to be a good stay option. Completing our lunch there, we first visited Subai Jain temple at Subai village, Koraput, and then to Rani Dudma waterfall, and finally Batrisi Sinhasan at Nandapur before finally returning to the hotel. The entire route treated us with one of the best views we have witnessed in Orissa till date and few of the best highways through the bauxite fields of Rayagada district, as I mentioned in my part 1 of the episode. Our first destination, Ma Jhigriani Temple. Situated at a distance of around 3 kilometers from Rayagada Town, the temple is home to Ma Jhigriani, who is the presiding deity of Rayagada district, also known locally as Maji Gauri. The idol worship of Maji Gauri is done on Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday. The legend states that Maji Gauri temple was established in the year 1528 when Nandapur Maharaj Vishwanath Dev brought in the Maji Gauri idol from Jaipur to Rayagada. She later came to be known as Ma Jhigriani because he worships the mother in the center of the city. Legend says Legend says that Ma Magalagharyani is the eldest amongst the 9 sisters. Out of the out of the other 8 sisters, Ma Durga is worshipping at Paika Sahi Ma Samaleshwari temple in Rayagada and 7 sisters staying at Brahman Shahi in Rayagada city. Goddess Ma Goddess Ma Jhigariani is believed to have her origin back to 4th century AD. Maji Gaudi temple is surrounded by beautiful hill. The most famous festival of this temple is Chaitra Parva festival. Speciality of this temple is that Maji Gauri Ma fulfills every wishes of the devotees. During the festival, the sword of the deity is taken out around the town to ward off evils from the town. There is no dedicated parking for the temple, and parking your own vehicle is a big problem. We par- we found a space near the railway barrier and parked our vehicle there. Photography is restricted to outside the temple, and the famous festivals of the temple are Navaratri and Chaitra Parva, the annual festival during April. Our second destination of the day was Subai Jain temple situated at Muliaput. The Jain temple is situated around 10 kilometers from Nandapur town and around 34 kilometers from Koraput town, 25 kilometers from Damanjodi, where we were staying for the day 7th night. Around 5 Jain temples, originally 6, are standing here dedicated to Mahavira Parshvanatha, Rishabhanatha and other pilgrims. A Shiva temple near the complex is also a popular tourist attraction. Besides this, an image of a four-armed Tara, who is supposed to be a Jaina Yaksha adorned with bangles, also stands in the cell, which recalls that the place not only used to be the center of Jainism but also of Tantric Pitha. An ancient temple, it was built by Jain gemstone traders who used to come to Koraput for trading. The 5 Jain temples are believed to be built around 4th century AD. Initially built with a three Ratha architecture having Amalaka, the door jambs are having carvings of rosette enclosed with dotted square. One of the temples is famous for its rare image of Tirthankaras. Another significant feature of the temple is the image of Rishabhanatha in Padmasan Dhyana posture, surrounded by other Tirthankaras. The temple complex is a great place of study for historians. The nearest bus stand is Sunabheda, around 17 kilometers from the temple complex. But since the temple complex is right on the main road, buses will stop there and commuting should not be a problem. There is quite a space outside the complex where vehicles can be easily parked. Absolutely no restriction to photography is there, and there is no entry tickets also. Parab is a major festival which is celebrated here. After Subai Jain temple, we proceeded towards Nandapur, which is around 9 kilometers further ahead, to visit Rani Dudma waterfall and Sinhasan Batrisi. We first went to Rani Dudma waterfall, which is around 3 kilometers from Nandapur. Located at the top of Nandapur hills near Nandapur village, 26 kilometers from Semiliguda and 45 kilometers from Koraput town, the waterfall is surrounded by dense forest, and a walk towards the fall from the parking area through a beautiful corridor made alongside the river makes the experience really beautiful. There is also a beautiful park near the waterfall, and the spot is also used for picnic by many tourists. Through the serene and majestic hills, the crystal clear and clean water falling provides a peaceful and enchanting experience to the tourists visiting. Maintained beautifully by the authorities, the place is one of the most beautiful places to visit in Orissa. A trip with family will make the experience worthy per day out. Just for information, the waterfall is different from Dudma waterfalls, which is around 54 kilometers from here. The fall is around 60 to 70 feet high. The name of the falls is believed to be derived from some cultural and historic events. From the parking area, there is a walk of around 500 to 700 meters to the waterfall, but the walk is very easy, flat, and beautiful. Do not bother to walk even if you have infants with you. Reaching the location by road, the nearest bus stop is Semiliguda, which is around 25 kilometers from waterfall, and there is a bus stand in Nandapur also. There is dedicated parking for waterfalls. Because it's a big tourist spot. Photography is completely allowed, and staying options can be Damanjodi, Koraput, or Jaipur. From Rani Dudma waterfall, we moved back towards the town Nandapur to visit our final destination of the day, Sinhasan Batrisi at Nandapur. Talking a bit about the town Nandapur, it is located around 30 kilometers from Sunabeda, the old capital of King Jaipur, when it was ruled by the Suryavanshi kings. The Batrisa Sinhasan at Nandapur Koraput is an ancient historical and interesting site for tourists. Known for its 32 steps throne, the structure is associated with King Vikramaditya of Jaipur, who is believed to have used this throne for administrative and judicial purposes while he was ruling in Ujjain. The 32 steps leading to a platform where the king is said to have delivered judgments.
अंदर जा सकते हैं अंदर जा सकते हैं
The Ganesha temple near the throne houses a 1.8 feet tall Lord Ganesha idol, and the entire area is surrounded by natural beauty, history, and tribal culture. The place is famous for sandal trees and medicinal herbs. Ruins of the historic mud wall provides a glimpse of how it once surrounded the little township, witnessing the glorious past. To reach the place, nearest bus stop is Semiliguda. Also, there is a bus stop at Nandapur. Stay options can be Damanjodi, Koraput, or Jaipur. Absolutely no restriction in photography. Parking is a bit restricted because the the location is situated in a residential area, so we had to park our car by the boundary walls. Be careful for that.
This is all I have in part 2 of episode 2, and once again I hope you liked the video. Do keep watching the remaining parts of this episode and enjoy to the fullest.